Oh, well, would you look at that? Sometime I wonder why Spider-Man is not beating Mario Wonder. Sony fans, they worry about the wrong thing. They have been worrying and crying about Starfield for so long that they should have been worrying and crying about Mario Wonder, because right now it's not looking too good for Spider-Man.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by...
Let's go!
Sony fans for a number of months said that Starfield will not move the needle. Starfield is not a good game, it is bug tester, and this game is a terrible game. That was the narrative being spread all throughout Twitter. Well, Starfield have one thing for you ponies. Look, hold on to this. Because not only were you guys wrong, you guys were really wrong. Because there are new information that Starfield broke a lot of records. Let's look at it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. So it's common knowledge that no other game was hated by the Sony community as much as Starfield. They spoke about not being able to land on gassed planets. They spoke about the menu screen. I mean, it had whole Twitter threads about the menu screen in Starfield. It was ridiculous out here how the Sony community spoke ill about Starfield. Well, that didn't work. Despite their efforts, none of the narratives that was drawn affected Starfield, because according to Matt Piscatella, we are seeing that Starfield was the number one selling game both in units and in revenue in September. Let's listen to Pure Xbox as they shed a little more light into how this took place. Let's listen.
Report: Starfield was the best-selling US video game in September, despite launching day one on Game Pass. Has been shared today courtesy of Circana, formerly known as the NPD Group, with the firm claiming that Starfield was the best-selling video game across all platforms last month. Circana says this is based on physical and digital purchases and ranked by dollar sales. Here's the top 10. It's interesting to see that Starfield took the crown despite being included with Xbox Game Pass on day one, and Payday 3 is another Game Pass launch that made the list, although that one did end up releasing on PS5 as well. As a result of Starfield's success in September, it's apparently now the 7th best-selling game of the year in the US so far, although it's worth pointing out that its lead sales platform has apparently been PC rather than Xbox. Still, Microsoft won't care where the sales are coming from. It's a big success story, however you look at it.
Now this is wild because, Sony and a number of critics did say that once a game go on Game Pass that it wouldn't sell. Well, Starfield destroyed that narrative. And there was another narrative going wrong that says once, you put a game onto PC day one, it would also diminish the quality, diminish the hype of that particular game. Well, Starfield again destroyed that narrative. Now, when we was to look at the chart, let's take a look at this chart. Right away, you're seeing Starfield at number 1. Then we have Mortal Kombat, then EA Sports, then Madden. Now, what is crazy about this is that all those games are multi-plats, meaning that they are on all the platforms, with the exception of Nintendo. We're talking about PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. But yet still, Starfield was able to destroy the sales of all those multi-plat, very popular multi-plat games at fact. So it really shows the power and the hype that was surrounding Starfield, that it broke all those records. Now, look at this other list. Now notice where Starfield is. It's at 7th place, being the 7th most sold game for the year. We have Diablo at number 4, and we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 at number 5. So Microsoft has 3 first-party games in the top 10 list for the most games sold for 2023. If you notice where Final Fantasy 16 is sitting, it is sitting at number 12. So we are seeing that Starfield sold more than Final Fantasy. This is crazy. Here's why. Starfield is a brand new IP. It does not have legacy that was built on when it comes to being a new IP. In addition to that, Starfield was not released on the most sold home console, which is the PlayStation 5, yet still it was able to sell gangbusters. This is madness, craziness. But it's not stopping there. Notice what someone did. They checked all Bethesda releases throughout the years, and they made a very interesting comparison between all Bethesda games. Prior to Starfield being released, no other Bethesda game was able to reach number 1 during its release week or its release window. It always fell at number 2, number 3, or what have you. Starfield is the first game to reach number 1 when it comes to Bethesda games. Another crazy record. So Starfield is more than a success. As the months go on, as DLC drops, no doubt we will see the player base increase. Currently, there are still a lot of persons playing Starfield on Steam and on console. More than 30,000 persons are still playing this game on a weekly basis. It really shows that it's a good thing that Microsoft did acquire Activision Blizzard and kept this game exclusive. It really did push consoles, Microsoft being the second most sold console of the month. It really did push consoles for them and put them in a good light. Well, tell me what you think. Do you think that this is a good look for Microsoft? Do you think that Starfield is doing great so far? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos later.